I just finished week 4 on 75 hard, and I came dangerously close to losing it all. I mean, not just a bad day, but I mean, doing a mistake that would have caused me to have to start all over from day 1. I have been so into this challenge, doing everything right, feeling good about it, being in the zone, and I was so close to messing up. I will share that later in the video because it truly freaked me out for about 3 days afterwards. First, I'm gonna share 2 days on 75 hard. I'm not gonna try to share all 7 because the videos are way too long when I do that. So I'll share 2 days. Then I'll go over the 5 critical tasks and how those went this week, and I'll share, of course, what I almost messed up, and then I will do my weigh in. So, anyway, let's get started. Good morning. I have my coffee with my creamer in it for an extra, and I have my water filled and ready to go. And I feel like this is going to be a great day. This morning, I'm going to walk on the treadmill because, one, it's dark outside, so I don't want to walk outside. And I have church this morning, so I want to get my first workout in, and I've got my water started. So this will be nice. I'm just going to listen to YouTube videos on my phone and take a walk. I am going to be heading out to go to church. So what I'm doing, I'm having my yogurt with a third of cup of granola, protein and carbohydrate. I'm having a cup of V8 juice heated up as a protein. I'm taking this peanut butter oat bar to church with me. So after church, when people are eating cookies and pastries, I can eat this. I have my water going. I'm doing really well with my water. And then I'm also making a protein hot cocoa out of almond milk for another protein to have while I'm sitting at church listening. For lunch, I'm having the spicy kung pao noodles mixed with sauteed peppers and onions with some red pepper flakes and my water. For a snack, I'm having an apple for a carbohydrate and 2 pieces of string cheese for my protein. And in these 2 pieces, there's 12 grams of protein and 100 calories. So we are out for an afternoon walk. I'm with my son and my husband, and it is so windy. Here, I'll show you this flag. It's just whipping. It is so windy out, but we're gonna just endure and get her done. I just got in from a very windy walk. I would have never done that if I wasn't doing this challenge. It was so windy. So anyway, I made a protein hot cocoa, and I'm going to read my book and just relax. That was a windstorm. I didn't like it. Tonight for dinner, I'm having the roasted turkey medallions again. You see this a lot. It's one of my favorites. This and the pizza, I think, are my favorites. And I'm having the spinach salad with the raspberry vinaigrette dressing. I am going to have this ice cream sandwich for my Nutrisystem snack. And I'm just going to finish up my reading. I do have another protein I could eat, but it kind of got late. So I'm just going to have this ice cream sandwich and go to bed. Good morning. I'm up early again this morning. So I'm going to have my cup of coffee with my creamer, which is an extra. I have my water filled, and I'm going to go read. And I am loving reading something positive in the morning. It just kind of, well, it does, not just kind of, sets the tone for my day to feeling good. At my weightlifting class, all set up. There's other people in here, so I have to be quiet. And my husband. So this will be fun. This morning for breakfast, I'm having my yogurt with granola, so a protein and a carbohydrate. My V8 juice heated up for my vegetable. I'm doing really well with my water. And then for the main breakfast, I'm having the turkey sausage egg muffin. For lunch today, again, I'm having the spicy Kung Pao noodles with the bell peppers and onions sauteed. So that would be my vegetable and my lunch. And I sprinkled red pepper flakes. I'm almost completely done with my water, and it's so early. I only have about that much more water to go. And then I'm also having a beef stick for a protein and a Built bar for a protein and an extra. Out for an afternoon walk. It's a sunny day. It's breezy, not as windy as it's been. But yeah, it's a good day. Really enjoying getting out and walking. For an afternoon snack, I'm having peanut butter graham crackers, which equals a protein and a carb. Tonight for dinner, I am having a Costco stuffed pepper, which would be considered a flex meal on Nutrisystem, plus it would be an extra protein. I'm having this 5-calorie cranberry juice because I finished all my water. And then I'm going to have this chocolatey pretzel bar and watch TV. And that is the end of my day. As you can see, my days on 75 Hard are going rather smoothly. So let me talk about the 5 critical tasks. The first one I'll talk about is the gallon of water. The task that I was the most concerned about, the most worried about, has been quite easy. And I actually feel good drinking a gallon of water. In fact, when the challenge ends, I'm pretty sure I'll continue to drink a gallon of water, or at least close to a gallon of water. I just feel better. My workouts have been going well, and it's kind of fun to mix them up. We got a lot of snow this week, so some of my outdoor workouts and some of my harder workouts have been coming out and shoveling the snow. Another critical task is choosing a diet and sticking 100% to it, and no alcohol. The no alcohol's been very easy for me. I've just not drank for over 15 months now, so that's going really well. And the diet I chose was Nutrisystem because for me, I'm super familiar with Nutrisystem. It's easy for me to follow. You don't have to deny yourself anything. They even have desserts, such as chocolate cheesecake, which I'm going to eat after I'm done talking to you. And the other thing I do with Nutrisystem is I add a ton of amazing vegetables into my day. And I made a really good vegetable soup this week. So let me show you my vegetable soup. I just got finished making a great big pot of the unlimited soup, and it's the unlimited soup for Nutrisystem, the 0 point soup for Weight Watchers, and the cabbage soup diet, lose 10 pounds in a week soup. It's the same soup. So anyway, I just got through making a whole big pot of it. The next critical task I want to talk about is reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book. And I'm really enjoying my new book that I'm reading, Inner Excellence. And there's a couple things in this book that after I lay it down that I want to put into my life moving forward. And this is my second book. I don't think I read 2 books all last year, so I feel pretty good about that. Let me share with you really quickly one of the things I'm going to use as a takeaway. I thought I would get a journal because it talked about reviewing your day. It talked about look at your day, see how it went, pull the things that you thought went well, and also the things not so well. Then from your day, think of 3 beautiful things that happened. And he talks about small things like a smile from somebody or a beautiful flower, something small, not a huge thing. So then he talked about look at your day and look at the things you didn't like about your day. How would you change those things? How would you go back and replay that and make those things different? Like if you said a harsh word to somebody, how would you do it differently going forward? Then it talks about look at tomorrow and preview how you would like tomorrow to go. I just thought that was such a good thing. So I thought, I could journal about that. Maybe not every day, but it would be a really good thing for me to do every once in a while. Check out my day, decide what went well, and change the things I don't like about my days. The next critical task I want to talk about is the progress photo. By far the easiest task that I do. I do it first thing in the morning when I'm getting ready. It's so simple, so easy, and then I go about my day. Well, guess what? This week, it's the thing that almost made me start from day one. My husband was sick one day this week, so he was in bed. So I couldn't turn on the light and take my normal progress picture because I take it in front of this mirror in our bedroom. And I thought, no problem, I'll do it later. So got dressed, went about my day, and then I was in bed ready to go to sleep. And I don't know what it was. I thought, I should check my list just to make sure that I got everything. I am so glad I did because I hadn't taken my photo. It completely freaked me out. Even after I took the picture and saved the day, I didn't have to start over for day one. I was freaked out for 3 days. I mean, I got neurotic about checking my list and making sure that I got everything. I've settled down since then, thank goodness. But it made me realize sometimes it's the small things that trip us up in life. And then I started thinking about that saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. And I started thinking about my home, my closet, the inside of my car, and that saying, how I do anything is how I do everything. So I'm going to start really paying attention to the small things and clean up my little details in life as best I can and just keep on working on those. So anyway, let me show you my weigh-in. I will show you my weigh-in from when I started, and then I'll show you my weigh-in for week 4. My first weigh-in weight, 135 even. 128.6 pounds. 128.6. So I actually went up 0.2 pounds. But for the 4 weeks, I'm down 6.4 pounds, which I'm completely happy with. But I do want to say again, this is not a weight loss challenge. This is not a workout challenge. This is a mental toughness challenge. But if you lose some weight along the way or you get in better shape and you're feeling better by doing the challenge, those are all benefits. But again, this is a mental toughness challenge. So that is week 4 of 75 Hard. On to week 5. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you. And if you could hit the subscribe button, you'll catch my next video. And if you are doing 75 Hard, let me know in the comments. I would love to cheer you on. Even if you're thinking about doing 75 Hard, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing week.